Hi, Alex. Welcome back to session. I appreciate you making it back. We're going to start with a mindfulness exercise. If you could just place your feet on the floor, and then wherever your hands are comfortable, just go ahead and leave them there. We're just going to, I'll read from here first. And so begin by bringing your attention into your body. You can close your eyes if that's more comfortable for you. You notice your body seated wherever you're seated, feeling the weight of your body on the couch and your feet on the floor. Take a few deep breaths. As you take a deep breath, bring in more oxygen, enlivening your body. And as you exhale, have a sense of relaxing more deeply. You can notice your feet on the floor. Notice the sensations of your feet touching the floor, the weight and pressure, vibration, and the heat. You can notice your legs against the chair, pressure, pulsing, heaviness, and lightness. Notice your back against it. Bring your attention into your stomach area. If your stomach is tense or tight, let it soften. Now take a deep breath. Now notice your hands. Are your hands tense or tight? See if you can allow them to soften. Notice your arms. Feel any sensation in your arms. Let your shoulders be soft. Notice your neck and throat. Let them be soft and relax. Soften your jaw. Let your face and facial muscles be soft. Then notice your whole body present. Take one more breath. Be aware of your whole body as best as you can. Take a breath, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Now, how was that for you?
Felt nice.
Yeah? Did you notice any feelings or sensations anywhere specific today?
I think my stomach a little bit.
Yeah? What type of feeling was in it?
Like a gut feeling.
All right. Okay, that's good to be aware of. So last week we went over the Dear Man skill. And your homework was to use the skill with your parents, specifically with your mom, because I know that you've had some troubles communicating with your mom in the past. And before we talk about how you use this skill, if it was successful, tell me about one of the previous fights you and your mom have gotten into, and what was the argument about, and what was the outcome?
Well, a few weeks ago, before I went out to my friends, I wanted to stay out till 12, and usually my curfew is 10. But it was a long movie, so I asked my mom, hey, I just want to stay out till 12. Is that cool? I didn't really know who was driving me, so she just I just got a little mad because she had too many questions, and I ended up having to be home at 9:30.
So earlier.
Instead. Yeah.
So that's a little earlier than what you wanted. So your mom made you come home at 9:30. Real quick, before we go over your homework, I just want to talk about Dear Man one more time real quick. So Dear Man, as you can see on this whiteboard behind us, Dear Man is D stands for describe the situation. E is express your feelings and opinions, and it's pretty important in situations where you're trying to get what you want not to use should. Assert yourself, basically ask for what you want, and don't assume, for example, that your mom knows that you want to watch the movie or how much it's going to mean to you. And then reinforce what you're going to say, so basically reward your mom by telling her, if this happens, are you going to feel good, or is she going to get something out of it? Like, how would it benefit you and her? And also the man part, you're going to want to stay, M is for mindful. Basically, throughout the whole time, you just want to stay focused on the goal. So it seems like in that situation, your goal was that you wanted to stay out later. And then A is to appear confident. Make sure and use eye contact. Try not to do, roll your eyes, stuff like that. And then N is for negotiate. Basically, be willing to give to get what you want. So yeah, you had your homework, and which was to come up with a dear man, write it out, and then go attempt to use it with your mom and kind of see what was happening. Let's see, how did you think that skill went for you? Describe how it went.
Well, it helped me out a lot. So there's another night, just this past weekend, my best friend and I wanted to watch a movie, and it was a long movie. We wanted to order pizza and maybe get some ice cream too, and so I just asked my mom beforehand, before I decided to leave the house, hey Mom, do you think it's okay if I stay out till 12 tonight? I have a ride, and I just really want to hang out with my best friend. We've been wanting to watch this movie and just have a girls' night. But after I asked, she was super hesitant still, asked me all these questions about who was driving. And this time I knew, and it was her mom. She was okay with taking me home late too. And my mom still was like, well, I don't really know this mom. I don't know the parents. What if they go out to dinner? And I'm like, well, I had to text my friend, figure out if her mom was okay with, like, talking to my mom. And she was. So then I offered my mom, hey, can you please talk to the mom? I would really, really appreciate this. I never get to stay out. And last time I had to come home 30 minutes early, and I was still on time. So I just thought it was fair. And finally she's like, well, let me talk to the mom. And after she talked to the mom, she gave the okay. And I was able to get home at 12, 2 hours after.
Awesome. So it seems like it had a pretty good outcome. And were you able to get exactly what you wanted by staying out till 12?
Well, yeah, we got to watch a movie and hang out, and even had time after the movie to hang out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did each other's nails, too.
Okay, so how did you, it seems like, one, that you had a really good time with your friend, and two, that you actually did find this skill useful. I know that last week you were a little hesitant. Did you struggle with anything while using the skill?
Well, I think just mainly being patient and having to talk to my mom and answer questions. I didn't realize how much it would help me, and I don't like to do that. I'd like to give her the least amount of information possible, but obviously she wants to know a little bit about what I'm doing, and so I just realized just kind of give her what she wants to hear so I can do what I want to do.
All right. I mean, that makes sense. It seems like throughout the time, though, like even when you did get frustrated with her asking questions, that you were able to stay focused on the goal of staying out longer. And I just want to remind you that that's even while you're talking with her, that's using the M in Dear Man. That's staying mindful. So I just want to say, like, that is awesome, just because I know that you had such a hard time, that, like, you didn't necessarily want to even use this skill. So awesome job for doing it. Real quick, so before we go over next week's homework, what I'll do is I'll introduce you to an emotional regulation skill on handout number 10. That's going to be in your book. I'll give some homework for you. But before we do that, is there anything else you want to discuss about your experience with using Dear Man?
Not really. I mean, I guess I have to be more patient with it and test them all out, because I'm not used to feeling or expressing all of those.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome that you even notice that, I got to be patient, but also that this isn't going to be easy. That using the scales aren't necessarily, they don't come second nature. So the fact that you're coming back to session and doing something you don't even want to do, I mean, that's a skill right there. Not that we've learned it yet, it's opposite action, but I think that's pretty awesome that you're even using them now. So we'll go ahead and we'll move on, and then, yeah.